stuff, so hopefully we'll get to fly some more. The first task was awesome. Came in 9th on that, had a great time, and I flew a few days before the World Championship started.
Your water intake going to make sure that you are hydrated. It's still a very warm afternoon, so make sure that you drink plenty of water. And the CT4s, the FA-18s and a stack of others as they put on an air show to remember.
The tumble is a gyroscopic manoeuvre where the aircraft isn't actually flying, but the torque from the engine and the gyroscopic forces of the propeller make the aircraft tumble.
All right, we're going to bring it on. We're going to have a ball tonight because that's what we know to do in these parts. We got the kind of stuff that rock the girl said, bring it on.
And we actually have Eva Wisniewska on the line, and if you saw the news in the last couple of weeks, then Eva was all over it because she is an incredibly lucky woman who survived what can only be considered an extraordinary tale of well, nightmare in some ways. Eva, you basically got sucked up to the height of a 747 on a little tiny piece of material. Can you just take us back to that fateful afternoon when you took off? At what point did you realise that you were in trouble?
Well, I mean, it was a very nice day. We could climb very easily to Slable, and suddenly I got incredible lift, about 20 meters per second. I never had lift like this, so I started to spiral down to try to get down, but I couldn't manage.
So what you're saying is that you couldn't even, like the draft was so strong that you can't even fight it?
Yes, it was too strong. It was the strongest one in my life. Till now I had maybe 10 meters per second in the Dolomite, but 20 meters, it's just too much. So
what goes through your head when that's happening, when you realise you're actually being sucked into the sky at an incredible rate? Well,
it was a very strange feeling because I knew I cannot do anything to get down, so I tried 3 times to spiral down. By then I realized it's not possible, so I tried to fly to the other spots with less weight lift, but I couldn't find it. I was just climbing, and it was horrible.
Yeah, okay, now we all know the story. You basically blacked out at a certain altitude. I mean, it was like negative 50 degrees where you were. You were very, very lucky to have survived this. Oh, yeah. When you actually regained consciousness, what was the sensation like?
When I lost the consciousness.
When you woke up.